Hey, it's gonna be a minute. I'm finishing something up. I'm working. Extra vibes right now. Extra vibes. More vibes than normal because I gotta do this shit. Almost there. I'm very close. I think it's over. Okay. Okay, so like I'm sorry. The thing is that problems in business have a habit of literally coming up the minute that I start doing something. And that is the situation. Especially if I start a stream like before 12, fuck. Like mornings. I'm sorry, this is a super, super long it's not 45 minutes, it's 35 minutes. Jesus Christ. It's not a test. No, I didn't break anything. I just like dude, it's hard to explain. Behind behind this wall, I have a job. That's what it that's what it is. No one you guys watch normally has a fucking job. So like when I get on and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna start my stream in 5 minutes," and like I just my job. That's what happens, and I can't like unjob. I'm always at the job. I am the job. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is this rolling your wagon? Does it fill your teacup? Just quit? All right, I quit. Oh wait. I don't even know how I'd quit because I run the thing. How do you even? I can't. I can't even. All right. I rehire myself. I don't quit. I unquit. Dude, my business partner has the patience of a saint. You need the awful memes tag after the Lady Gaga meme you posted? That's so wrong and dumb and such a bad take. That was a good meme. How is that not a good meme? I'm gonna show you that meme right now. Hang on. I don't have my studio lights on, but hang on. I haven't even turned them on yet. I'm a fucking full-on degenerate. What is wrong with this meme? Hold on. What a dumb take. You guys don't know what if there's anything I've learned from this Discord, is that people's sense of humor is actually awful. If there's anything this Discord has taught me, it's that a lot of the memes that get posted in the Discord are objective dog shit. You don't understand finesse. You guys use blasters instead of lightsabers. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna show you. Okay. So what he said just now, he's commenting on this on my meme. He said my meme was bad. I'll allow you to judge for yourself if this meme is bad. Okay, so first of all right, it's 5 seconds and it's Toad visits a Lady Gaga concert. It's so good. In the back. It's such a good meme, dude. You just I don't understand it. It's it's zen. All good. It's just that's what a good meme is. It's just zen. Okay, I'm gonna play it again for the people that are a little slower. Listen. Listen to it. I'll play it real loud, okay? I don't have to you can't explain. You can't explain I can't explain like nature. I can't. I can't explain why a painting is beautiful to you, okay? That's what you're asking me to do right now and I can't do that. I can't. I can't do it. People don't understand the nature of these memes. Like what's another Okay, so these are like my favorite memes are like ones that are super short. I'm gonna try to find some good ones right now. Okay, here's a top shelf meme. Okay, here we go again. Urukai with normal voices. Like, dude, it's like I like memes that are below 30 seconds. Okay, like, and they just and they like they do something that means something else. We gotta find a good one. This month hasn't been that insane for these memes. The best memes are what I would call double entendres. Those are the best ones. Stick bug is a good meme when it's done well. Stick bug is a good meme when it's done well. There are amazing stick bugs, like insanely good stick bugs. Let's see. I have a playlist of them just for you. I think I must have a playlist. I remember building one. Let me see. You guys don't appreciate the subtle arts. That's the problem here. All right. In my opinion, this is one of the best of all time. Watch this. That was so good. It's a double entendre. I don't know. If you don't get it, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. I'm trying to find. It seems forced. No, it has to be done right. It has to be done right. I don't know. I can't find them right now. Okay, anyway. But like a lot of the memes that get posted and the ones that get awful memed in our okay, this is a good double entendre. It's called GameCube intro but unemployment graph. There you go. A lot of the memes that get posted in our Discord are very bad because they have no sense of style. They have no sense of like they're just dumb. They're dumb. It's like it's hard to explain why they're dumb. I would show you some of the dumb ones that are in there, but we awful meme everybody that's dumb so they don't stay here. But like I think that a lot of people's humor is like XQC screaming and like slamming a desk. It's just not there's no style, man. There's no art. There's no finesse to it. It's just not good. Yeah, I can't even scroll up and find an awful meme because we just get rid of them. We get rid of all the awful memes so that our Discord is pure. Okay, this one. Okay, so here's one that I think this one got somebody an awful meme, right? Our CLs will know. Here we go. This one. A guy just posted this. It's like a sock or some kind of sea creature with eyes on it. This is a dumbass meme. This got awful meme. This is one of the things that got awful memed. Cause it's just not good. Yeah, it's uncivilized. Exactly. We could find more, but nobody cares at this point. I'm just beating a dead horse. All right. Anyway, back to the vibes. So the point is, I was working, and now I'm not. I'm here now. That's very loud. Hang on. Okay. Isn't this your job? Is what my job? Dude, I got that shadow light thing going without the studio thing on. Is there a point we can ask a DMCA related question? What exactly do you want to ask? Because I have um literally 5 videos on it. You said you were working, but streaming is your job, right? No, 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 no. My job is I own an agency. Streaming is something that I do because I mostly enjoy it, but also because wait, where's the bot? Oh, he's not connected. Uh-oh. Of course he's not. Just a sec. Oh, that's so annoying. Hang on. Our bot's not connected. Why doesn't it connect automatically? This is a Twitch problem. Once per month, it resets the OAuth code, and we have to log in and do it again. It's just Twitch being incredibly useless as usual. Can you explain to me why Twitch is holding 30% of the revenue because I am not from the USA and from another country? Because you can't stop them from doing that, and they don't care. So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sue them? Are you gonna go to war with America? Can't do anything. So they hold your money. Good luck. I mean, you know the answer to the question you asked, right? Okay. So we're getting the bot set up right now. So we're doing. Wow, thanks for sending me a code. I have to do this once every month. Every month. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Okay, so they're saying they sent a 6-digit code. Where is it? There it is. Yep. I'm authorizing it, same as I have to do every month. And now the bot is back. There it is. Okay, welcome. If you are here for the first time or you're relatively new to the channel, you have inadvertently stumbled upon the #1 industry and business channel on twitch.tv. We discuss industry, business, big brain shit. We have a lot of fun. I will be your guide today. Today we are discussing a lot of important stuff, actually. We're talking about Twitch affiliate shit since now you can buy affiliate status. So it's high time for me to make a video about it because I haven't in a long time. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about CDL, and we're going to be talking about a lot of problems with esports and player contracts and shit like that. All that and more. If you were a new streamer right now, where would you stream? YouTube and Facebook. I would multi-stream. I heard you also discuss tea. I can. This is within my power to do. Yes, it is the biggest EVE Online fanboy stream. '07, boys. Hi, I hear you, but the problem for me is that there is no equivalent to the affiliate system or any other platform. Bro, you are wrecking yourself. The equivalent of the affiliate, do you understand that that is actually a positive thing? That Facebook and YouTube don't lock you into something like an affiliate contract? You gotta listen to what the talk we're gonna give. Because we will break down in painstaking detail why you should never ever accept an affiliate contract from Twitch. Ever. There is not a single good reason. But you'll have to learn how. Because people in chat don't understand the issue. And will argue with me until I explain it all the way through. Yes, you can buy affiliate now. Is Twitch still the market leader in 5 years? I have no idea what's going to happen in 5 years. No one does. Anyone that does is lying to you. On the current trajectory, no, but anything can change. Yeah, affiliate costs you $5 now. Here's how. You guys, so Monster Cat, if you sign up for a gold subscription of Monster Cat, you automatically get Twitch affiliate. It's here. My point is, though, you can't earn subscriptions through YouTube without partner, basically. You're basically relying on donations, which honestly seem hard to get. Yes, and my point is you don't know what you're talking about. Let me do the video, and then you can argue if you want. Get paid and build your fan base with Monster Cat Gold. Monster Cat partners to fast track you to your affiliate status. So what I'm saying, simple Zach, is that oftentimes with topics like this, it requires me to build a foundation and to build the whole thing up, right? I've got to explain from the ground up why affiliate doesn't make sense. If I just address you specifically, I'm just gonna be whirling around, and I've done this long enough that I know that's not what I want to do. So I'm gonna make a video from the ground up, or I'm gonna talk about it from the ground up in a few minutes, and then you can make your own decisions. Yeah, no, I understand. It's a serious issue for a lot of people. There's 200 and wait, no, more than that now. Isn't there 400,000 affiliates on the platform? Didn't they say that at GlitchCon? And that's a damn shame, dude. Um, because that is not good. Stalling Andy Keck W. What am I stalling about, bitch? This is my content. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I'm not, I don't have anything to sell you. I'm doing this shit for free. It's to your benefit. I'm not stalling on anything. I don't owe you anything. It's not 1.3 million affiliates because the dudes at Twitch just said it was 400K. Yep, I will literally touch on every single aspect of being an affiliate. You could justify charging for some of the content you put out. I could charge for a lot of it. Dude, I could make probably $500,000 a year if like I'd say around there if I built a course and sold it for 50 bucks and just structured the whole thing on how to be a broadcaster and then justified it with all of the clout and the expertise I have. But I don't do that. I sit here and I tell you guys the shit for free and then I put it on YouTube. And then people still get mad at me when I don't like immediately jump into it as if the entire stream is owed to them. It's not free enough, angry. True. That's funny. Not free enough. Needs to be more free. You're just spreadsheet shroud. I think that's not a compliment. Depends on how you mean it. Oh, okay. I thought you meant in terms of content, but you actually mean it in terms of like skill level. That's a okay, because like Shroud's like super boring, isn't it? He's just very good at games, yeah, in my opinion. So I was like, the entertainment aspect of this show is more important to me than the than like anything else. Hey LSF, I won't be on LSF ever. Smile. Who do you think is the best streamer on the planet except Devin Nash? I don't think I'm near the best streamer on the planet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. How come I'm entertained by this? The real question is it the information I learned. I the people in chat today, dude. I don't know. I don't know what rolls your wagon, dude. What is humor? Follower mode's on 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on. You know what? I don't know why you'd be entertained by this stream anyway. You should go watch Among Us or XQC yell at somebody in Call of Duty. That seems more up your alley, dude. Can you Eli 5 the COD Pro drama? No, I don't Eli 5 anything because I don't want any 5-year-olds in the chat, despite the fact that I know I have a lot of them. We will go through the entire CDL esports player problems in painstaking detail, and it will take 45 minutes, and you will know everything there is to know. This is Eli 45. Eli 45. It's my fault for making clickbait titles. That's what. Hey, Licorice, thanks for the 8, bro. You think my lighting's better? It's just not even. I don't have it on. This is better lighting. It's just, this is purely even lighting. So it just looks like I'm part of the background. Depending on how you like deal with shadows and stuff, then you might think that that other one is better, but it's not sustainable because it depends on the outside light. When you prep your talks, do you time how much it takes you to cover anything? No, no. Why would I do that shit? My favorite part of your channel is you endlessly trash talk Twitch on its own platform. Yeah, it's kind of amazing actually that I don't get banned. Gary and Nature, thank you for the tier one. Actually, if anything, like, dude, people at Twitch send me messages like, "Hey, I love your stuff," and I'm like, "How?" Like, all I do is just dump this on this platform all day. Like, yo, Raxi, thank you very, very much for the 500. Appreciate that. I had like a not insignificant, like an executive level person who I hadn't talked to before at Twitch send me a message the other week and or last week when like I had just had five like all of my YouTube titles are just like brutal. They're just all like fucking Twitch doomed, why I'm losing faith in Twitch, DMCA, like the end of top Twitch streamers, and they're just like love your content. Like I don't know. You know what I think is like if the this is the exact this is the actual truth of it. Most people that are executives at the level that like is required, I think they understand the problems and it's not their fault that it's happening. It's more like they understand the bureaucracy and they can't get through it. The only executive that I truly blame for Twitch's problems, like I know a lot of VPs and I know a lot of people that are like, or I know a lot of even the C-level people, and I don't blame any of them. I blame Emmett Shear 100%, the CEO. He's essentially the reason why Twitch has all the problems it does, and a lot of those problems are years old because of his management style. And that's the only person I really say, like, okay, this person should like step down. I think there are a lot of people within Twitch that really care about the company and don't agree with what's happening, but can't do anything about it because they're stuck in like a fucking hamster wheel of bureaucracy. And I think you can tell that that's the case when he emerges for 5 minutes every year, like fucking that fucking groundhog from Groundhog Day, and basically says some irrelevant shit at GlitchCon and then leaves again, and nobody ever hears from him ever again. You are probably right, but it's hard to think everything is a CEO's fault. Like the other C-level people can't do things on their own. They can to some extent, but it's important to understand. Okay, so if there's one thing I've learned about being CEO Andy, it's that everything is your fault. Literally everything, okay? And the reason for that is essentially because CEO is the only position where there is no department you can't touch. Every single other position in the company is limited in some way, but CEO is not. So if you are aware of the problems that you have in your company, you can, in theory, fix them, if that makes sense, right? It is like literally your job as CEO to say what is the number one problem in our company right now, and for Twitch for a long time it's been community and communication, and then say okay, how do we address that and how do we fix it? So if you fail to do that on like a regular basis, then and you don't take personal accountability, which is another thing that I don't see Emmett doing ever, right? Is taking personal accountability. He'll like, and that's actually very dangerous. Is he'll take the. That's how I know he's a shit executive. Actually, out of everything, I think Emmett was carried super hard, and he himself is not responsible for much of Twitch's success. I think he's responsible for the CDN being decent, the technology behind this, the transcoding, because that's what he cares about. But was carried by many fantastic executives like Kevin Lin, Justin Wong, a lot of the people that were the people that made Twitch what it is, that built it from the ground up, the partnerships team, right? John Howell, like these are all people that are amazing executives, some of the best executives I've ever met, and they somehow managed to make a leader uh, who was otherwise utterly tone deaf and incompetent. Um, Seem good. But what's happened is now that those people have exited because they have Amazon RSUs and they got their payouts, right? Emmett's starting to look really bad because he doesn't have those carries anymore. And for whatever reason, he decided to stay with the business. Yeah, Gunrun's another one, exact like a literal legend, right? Yeah, there were so many legendary leaders. So many incredibly legendary leaders and executives. So at the end of the day, like if you like, here's the thing: it's like there's a really big difference between Emmett coming out for GlitchCon and saying we need to do better with music, and saying I feel like I've failed you as a CEO. I feel like I've failed you guys in the sense that I need to communicate with you guys better and let you know what's going on with this company. And I'm gonna do the best I can. It has a very different message. He never takes personal accountability. There's a really good book by Jocko Willink called Extreme Ownership, which is a book about taking personal accountability, particularly in the realm of being on the battlefield, but also in business, which business is basically just a very diluted version of war, right? We don't like blowing each other up anymore as much, so we all do business so that we can get that energy out and compete in this sort of phantom realm of the economy or whatever. But the principle is the same. And so taking personal accountability for what you do is super, super important. And it's the hallmark of any great executive that you take personal, even if it's not your fault, or like even if other people want to take that responsibility. So you know what, I could have done this better. I'm gonna do better, and here's how it's gonna work. But you don't see that coming out of Emmett, and that's why I guess I have such a problem with him. Being a CEO is a hard job to do. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, it's one of the hardest jobs in America. That's why it's paid so highly. You're gonna get a bunch of socialist like Andes that hang out in Hassan's chat. They're gonna be like, "Well, the 1% is they don't do any job and it's really easy." And like, well, where's your fucking CEO position, right? Like, I mean, they're totally disconnected and they have no idea what they're talking about. But yeah, being a CEO is a very difficult job. Um, Universally, all of the CEOs that I've ever met, whether it be from Fortune 5, I mean, okay, so like if you're a CEO of like a startup and you're like, you can call yourself, anyone can call themselves a CEO. But if you're the CEO of a real respectable company that's generating revenue and profit, that's a hard fucking job for sure. You have a lot of accountability. It's very high stress. You take ownership of everything. Everything's kind of on your shoulders. People look to you as a leader. You're a psychologist, an accountant, an entrepreneur, an idea person, a creative, an engineer, all at the same time. And people expect you to be the best at all of that stuff. That's why a lot of people burn out. But there's this meme that like there's these faceless Fortune 500 CEOs that are just like these like terrible people. And sometimes it does happen where a CEO is terrible and they're carried by their team. So for example, like Bobby Kotick or like Emmett Shear, right? That does happen. I'm not denying that. But the vast majority of CEOs are really, really impressive people. And they're like they're the hallmark of humanity. They're super incredible. And they're bringing like incredible amounts of value into the world while simultaneously doing philanthropy and VC. The vast majority of cases. But it's really, really hard to see that if you're working in like retail somewhere or you've never had an experience with it, right? Like the CEOs seem like these like faceless giants, sociopathic, crazy people who just like keep all the money for themselves, make way more than you do, and it's unfair. Like it's like unless you understand that uh, it's a very difficult it's very difficult to understand that all of America and all of the first world is propped up by incentivizing businesses to succeed. And privatized business is literally the backbone of any functioning first world at this point. But it's really hard to explain that, right? It's like really difficult to explain that. The people that are producing the most amount of value are the people that are getting the most reward. And this system works for the most part. It has a couple of rough edges, and occasionally somebody beats it or cheats it. But for the most part, it works very well. Companies like Apple that are redefining the world because everybody has a phone in their pocket that has the vast majority of human knowledge on it. Companies like Amazon that have made it possible to receive any item you can dream of by clicking a button within a day. These are enormous amounts of value, right? That governments can't create because they're too bureaucratic and because they don't have enough monetary incentive. The system doesn't always work, but the system works quite well. And it's very hard to see that like things like this is why taxes are the way they are, why we can write off business expenses, why it's better to be an LLC or be incorporated than it is to be an individual, why it's better to be self-employed than it is to be an employee and have to have a W-2. That the entire system of our nation and other nations that are successful at this, like China, are based on this concept. And it's very polarizing because people because there's a large group of people that want something for nothing. Why are employee standards so low at Amazon given its success? They're not. You just read the headlines. Amazon has 1 million employees. 1 million employees. Okay? So let me just ask you a question, right? Out of if you had 1 million employees, do you think you would have someone that's upset at the job? Someone that's being treated unfairly? How many? 1,000? 10,000? 100,000? What's the percentage, right? The vast majority of people that work at Amazon do not have any complaint. That's why they work there. Working there is voluntary. You don't have to work there, right? So with 1 million employees, there are going to be problems and there's going to be unfairness and there's going to be all kinds of stuff like that. But because of the way that social media works, it gets blasted and goes viral when someone in a warehouse has something happen. And then you think that applies to every single employee at Amazon. It doesn't. If that was true, then Amazon would be a dead company. It wouldn't work. Somebody would take it over. Somebody would do better. Somebody would offer better benefits. Somebody would offer better results. Someone would offer better value. This whole meme of like exploitation of workers is like to a large extent propagated by how viral shit goes on social media and people think it just applies to every use case. By the way, it's the same with police. It's the same with everything, right? Like for every police officer that we see that abuses someone on the street, this is not to deny that there are problems that we shouldn't look at these things, right? Um, there are plenty of police that do their job every day and are good at it and try really hard. So we need to keep everything in balance. We have to check. We have to create systems that of accountability that check for the bad eggs, right? And that's why in Seattle, one of the major issues on our ballot in Washington this year was police reform, and I voted yes on every single one of those propositions for higher accountability for police officers. I voted yes on every single one of those props. Okay, so I believe really strongly in that. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that the system itself also works well so that we don't demonize people unnecessarily. It goes either way. But everybody wants to be polarized on one side. Everybody wants to be, ACAB, fuck all police officers, or fuck Amazon, it's just an evil corporation. Every employee's getting exploited there. Or it's great. And what I'm telling you is that nothing in life is A or B. It's all a spectrum. All of it. It's just popular to demonize because it gets you more clicks. Do you think that viewing it as a spectrum undermines the actual issue at hand? No, I think that it enhances the issue because I think that viewing it as a spectrum. Listen, viewing it as a spectrum is the only way we're going to get to be able to talk to each other. The biggest problem we have as a nation right now, speaking for America, because I can't speak for other countries because I don't live there, is polarization. We have two sides that can't talk to each other. It's villainy. We believe the other side is evil no matter what. ACAB believes that everybody that supports police officers is evil. So people that support police officers believe that everybody in ACAB is evil. And these sides can't meet. The only way you actually talk to each other and discuss these issues and create real reform is if we can meet in the middle somewhere. If we can believe that there are legitimate arguments on either side, red or blue, police or not, Twitch streamer or not, whatever your issue is, you have to have the ability to lower your guard and to consider the person's point of view, no matter how absurd it might seem. That is the only way we're going to move forward as a society. The problem is that social media and and constant outrage media and outrage marketing, to which I'm very familiar with, that's my job right outside of this stream, is to make you feel a certain way about something. Uh, is problematically creating these divisions where like we're literally at a point in our nation where I don't think that anyone that's reasonable would put a civil war off the table as a result of what's happening in our elections. How did that happen? It happened because we have two sides that can't talk to each other. They can't see that the other side might have something reasonable to say, no matter what. Right? They're evil. They're objectively evil. They're just evil people trying to destroy us. And then if you're on the other side, well, those are the evil people that are trying to destroy us. You can't make progress that way. The only way you make progress is to be aware that everything is on a spectrum and that you can communicate to people like what they are, like they're human. But this is a fucking crazy concept in this world, right? Like maybe corporations are not entirely completely fucking evil. What an insane concept, right? Maybe they're not entirely completely good either. It's this that generally I'm usually arguing in favor of corporations on things like public appearances or podcasts or this show because we are so polarized on the other side of them being evil, right? I could acknowledge plenty of instances of corporations being evil. I'm about to do one today when I talk about Activision and CDL, which is objectively evil what they're doing right now, which is holding players to contracts, like putting a player in a room, and forcing them to fucking sign a contract without legal representation. We call those out. We have that discussion. Problem is the majority of humanity can't think in spectrum mode. Yeah, I wonder that. Like, I wonder if this is actually something that people are just incapable of doing. Um, because it comes very naturally to me to try to consider many sides of issues, but for some reason, like this is like I don't believe that this is like a very profound concept. It's base instinct when you're in Unga Bunga mode. It's easier for just to say that all groups are evil. I guess, yeah. Base like tribalism. Okay, I follow. Do you bite on systematic inequality perpetuated by corporations? Do you think there's issues primarily originate elsewhere? Uh, I'm not an authority on that subject. I think that poverty and systematic inequality starts at a community level and is probably exacerbated by literally almost everything in our society, including corporations. Um, but that it definitely starts on a local level for sure, and that's probably the only way to solve it as well is local discourse. It certainly can't be solved on a federal level. It seems like, but I don't know enough about it. I definitely don't know enough about it. It's a really really hard problem to solve. It's It's frustrating that polarization has led to a society arguing over the greater good, like wearing a mask. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know.
Retired gamer turned data scientist. Found you via YouTube. Glad to see you bring personal development and business to gamers. You show how it's
Wow.
possible to iterate and
Holy
adapt on
shit.
anything.
$101 from Foren. Dude, that's the largest donation we've gotten actually in 2 months. Thank you very much. That's an insane tip. I really appreciate that. Thank you a ton, man. Seriously. He said, I'm a retired gamer turned data scientist that found you via YouTube. I'm glad that you bring personal development and business to gamers. You show how it's possible to iterate and adapt on everything. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that you want to support the stream at that level, and I will happily put that back into making the stream a better place via our YouTube and um and more. Thank you so much. Mainly our YouTube. Thanks, dude. That's huge. Okay, so I think we should have the affiliate conversation. Rico, thanks for the tier 1. I think that needs to happen next. Local politics are hugely ignored. I'm really fascinated by the potential intersection of co-ops and future of corps. Do you think that co-ops will play a bigger role in the future of our business community? I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to answer that question. I do know that for us to make any real change, we have to be more serious about politics on a local level. I think largely, like, especially for the average constituent, that politics on a federal level don't matter at all. Who's president or not, or whatever, who's going to be whatever or whatever, just doesn't fucking matter. It's so much bigger than us. But what we can do on a community level is actually pretty massive and affects people's lives directly. Hey man, I waited 7 minutes to say I've been watching the shit out of your YouTube videos. Amazing work. Yo, dude, thank you very much. That's awesome to say. Thank you, man. That's super nice of you. I just gifted you a sub. That was really nice of you to say. Hopefully the 7 minutes was worth it. Now you're a member here. You're stuck. The president matters more for like how we can respond to Corona or like, but yeah, but local tax policy. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not saying the president like doesn't matter. I'm just saying that like our individual impact as electorates and constituents is like so much less on that than it is on a local level. Because like so few people vote on a local level or do anything on a local level that if you even like, you can just like for BLM when we were going out to the protests and everything, I just emailed our city council members in Seattle. I just emailed them and they answered me back within like a few hours because nobody ever does that shit. And I just told them like what I think about it. I talked to a couple police on the ground. We streamed this. This was like a whole thing we did. We went to Chaz. I literally just fucking emailed the city council and they fucking emailed me back. I was like, yo, like here's some of the things that I think. Like, what do you think about this? Like, you could make a massive difference on a local and community level, and people really underestimate it. Versus at a federal level, like we can't do shit. Like I don't know, like I write in I don't even know if my vote like really counts. And like a lot of people are disenfranchised from the electoral system because they feel like their vote doesn't count. But that's because they're only participating on a federal level. For the most part, they're right. Their vote doesn't count because the electoral college is all that matters. So if it, like to some extent, even if you lose the majority vote, right? Like you can still win in the electoral college and get by. That's what happened in 2016. So your individual ability to impact things doesn't really matter at a federal level, but your individual ability to do things locally is fucking insane. And if you want to change shit, I mean, I want to like just to shout out Destiny real quick, who's like right now going to Georgia to try to campaign for more for the Senate for the Senate. Like that's an example of like local level influence, and that's a massive thing to do. Now, I'm not saying that I support Biden or Trump or whatever. I'm just saying that effort, that impetus for doing something he believes in is fucking very cool, and that's what I'm talking about doing things at a local level. It's really amazing. But who are we kidding, right? It's just easier to bitch on Twitter about what you don't like instead of going out and changing something on a local level, right? How do you feel about people who don't vote regardless of their level because they disagree with the system? I think that they need to be explained why local shit matters. I think people properly feel disenfranchised from the federal system, and it's totally understandable why they do. Hey man, I've been using a lot of knowledge from your stream and your own experience with local esports teams. Yeah, so like one of the things that uh Seattle was voting on for a local election, this one of the propositions was, should we create a community, basically a citizens board of people to keep the police accountable? So basically, right now the police are accountable only to IA, Internal Affairs. Should they be held accountable to issues that should they be accountable? Should they be held accountable by a citizens board? Should they have an additional form of accountability? And I like voted fucking hard yes on that. Like absolutely. It's like an example of that's an example of like something you can do at a local level to enact change. If you believe that, thank you, very good. Appreciate it, man. Happy to have the opportunity to listen. Oh, thanks, man. I don't feel like I deserve that, but I appreciate it. Vertigo, thanks for the tier one. Thank you again, Foren, for that huge tip, dude. Haven't forgotten. Really appreciate that. If there's one thing that I want this stream to accomplish, it's never to tell you how to think. It's for you to make your own decisions and to try and look at both sides of the coin always. That's the number one thing that I would want to accomplish on this stream. I've failed if I teach you if I'm like trying to tell you how to think. Pirates, dude, shit ton of subs. Etch a Sketch, thank you very much for the tier one. Pirate Tomsky, thank you for the tier one as well. Are we gonna watch the Jeff Bezos testimonies? Probably not. I don't even think I can watch them. What we're gonna do in the next like 10 minutes is we're gonna be going over the Twitch affiliate shit, and then we gotta do CDL later. Probably we'll go over the Twitch affiliate stuff. We'll probably take a break, watch a video or something, and then we'll go over CDL. It's kind of the plan for today. Very good. Thank you for the 5, man. Jesus, a lot of generosity today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Super good, bros. Are you gonna make the affiliate and CDL stuff YouTube videos? Yeah, if we're lucky, the affiliate video might actually be up today. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Thank you, Medic. I think that's super important. All right, I'm gonna take a leak and then we're gonna get on this crazy stuff. Um, we're basically so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna break down like affiliate from the ground up. It's gonna be a good meme. We're gonna have to put a lot of work into it, but I took a long time this morning to get these notes together, so I think this is gonna be super worth it. Hopefully. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, okay. All right, let me get my notes together. Dude, I'm living that bachelor life like super hard. Literally, I fell asleep watching TV on the couch and just stayed asleep last night. I ate like a ton of food and then I literally just fell asleep on the couch for like hours just watching a Twitch stream. I'm like such a fucking degenerate right now. Oh my god. I just like sleep on the floor, fucking talk to myself. I'm just a fucking degenerate. It's actually pretty nice, yeah. Yo, thank you, Rocket Sage, for the tier 1. Appreciate that. All right. Sorry, I'm getting my notes together and we'll start talking about this. Okay, I think we're good. Let us begin. Let us begin. For it is time. I am going to explain in painful detail. Yo, 1,000 bits. This is the last one until 1,000 bits. That's a lot. Thank you very much. He says your DMCA video brought me here, and I love the content you put out. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me. All right, it's time. Thank you, dude. For a long time, should have made this video a long time ago. But it actually is relevant because right now it's happening. So, Twitch having announced this thing, where you can now pay to become a Twitch affiliate, seems like a good time to have a conversation about being an affiliate on Twitch. And I'm going to explain to you in painstaking detail from the ground up and based on the foundations and looking at all of the data and all of it on why you should absolutely never accept an affiliate contract with Twitch ever under any circumstance. You should never do it. You should skip it and go straight to partner. All right. That's the conversation because the Twitch affiliate thing is the biggest meme that I think has ever been done. And first, to understand Twitch affiliate, you need to understand what you give up. The main two things you give up. We're going to go through everything, but I just want to put them out there right away. The first thing you give up is exclusivity. So exclusivity means you can only stream. You're signing a contract, okay? The difference between not being an affiliate and being an affiliate is you're signing a contract. Contract's a big deal. It's a binding agreement legally that you have to do certain things. And here's some of the things that you have to do. One is you have to have exclusivity. So exclusivity means you can only stream on Twitch. Number two is you give up your likeness, brand, etc. So Twitch can use it, resell it perpetually, etc. Okay? So we're going to start with these two things. So, and we're going to kind of explain why these are big deals. Now, exclusivity means that if you go to my video on Restreaming, right? I made a video a while back on Restreaming, which I think is called, maybe it's Restream. There it is. Does Restreaming grow your stream? And this is a poorly titled video, I guess, because it really should be titled Why You Should Restream. But essentially, it means that exclusivity is a really big deal. The very short of the Restreaming thing, you can watch the full video if you're interested, but the very short of the Restreaming thing is you 4x your results, right? If you stream only on Twitch, that's the only place you're getting exposed. We've done tons and tons, hours and hours of work on explaining why there's no discovery on Twitch, why you're not going to get discovered on Twitch as a broadcaster, and why there are better platforms for that, like YouTube or literally anywhere else. So suffice to say, we're not going to do that. But by Restreaming, you are increasing your visibility across multiple platforms by a huge amount for literally no cost. There's a meme that goes around that says that there's a brand dilution in it, but I cover that in that video as well, and I explain why brand dilution isn't a thing. It's sort of an illusion of people that don't understand marketing. Okay, so you're giving up exclusivity, but the other thing you're doing is you're giving up your likeness and brand, and That's a big deal. This may not be a big deal to people that aren't big yet, but there are many people who run into this problem later when they do get big. We will note many of the people like Tifu on Phase who maybe started signing a contract that was not preferable to them, and then later on they got very big, or they and these things started to matter. So you may feel like signing these things away as an affiliate doesn't matter, but it actually does in fact matter. And essentially why Twitch created the affiliate program was to lock broadcasters into deals where their future and brand was dedicated to Twitch. Now, notably, very large platforms like Facebook and like YouTube, for the most part, do not lock their partners into exclusivity, much less people that stream on their website. So Facebook, you can become a partner on Facebook, get all the benefits you have on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. And it's actually possible to be a Facebook partner and a YouTube partner and dual stream to both of them and get the benefit of both of them as well at the same time. And there are people doing this successfully and clearing full-time income on 2 channels instead of 1. On Twitch, though, as soon as you accept an affiliate or partner contract, you are locking yourself in. Now, there are reasons, legitimate reasons to accept a partnership contract on Twitch, and I'm going to discuss those reasons. But as far as I'm concerned, there are absolutely no reasons to accept an affiliate contract on Twitch. And we're going to go into the reasons why in just a second here. But for now, suffice to say that something like Monster Cat partnering with Twitch to basically buy your way into affiliate status should tell you how useless that Twitch actually thinks being an affiliate is. They could give you affiliate for free. It's literally the requirements to become an affiliate are the easiest thing imaginable. You have to stream for at least 500 minutes. You have to have 7 unique broadcasting days and an average of 3 or more concurrent viewers, which I can get by putting a bot in my chat and my mom. Okay, and my mom's dog. That gives me 4. I'm above the requirements. It's literally the easiest thing in the world to become an affiliate. I never understand why there are these people on Reddit or Twitch or whatever that are like, grinding my way to affiliate, guys. I'm only 25 followers away. Like, you are running on a hamster wheel and you don't even know. But I see these every day. Every day I see people that are posting this kind of stuff. And you're thinking about building a brand in the wrong way. Being an affiliate is not an achievement. It's a marketing ploy that they have put out for you so that it looks like it's an achievement, but it is not really an achievement. Building a brand with equity that exists somewhere that has value to people is an achievement. Becoming an authority on a subject or becoming a person that is known for something is an achievement. These are not things that Twitch tracks. Twitch tracks things like total minutes broadcasted, which has no bearing on your success. Whether you broadcast 50,000 minutes or whether you broadcast 5 minutes doesn't matter. People like Austin Show broadcast less than 9 hours a week on average and make hundreds of thousands of dollars because they're running unique content. You have to get out of the mindset of grinding for some kind of achievement status like an Xbox achievement, which is literally, if you go into the dashboard, how these things are set up. Okay? Like, if we go into the dashboard right now, you've got to get out of this mindset of like grinding for something that Twitch tells you is important. I can go to my dashboard and I've hit all of these things. Build a community, rate a person 100 times. This doesn't help you. This does nothing for your brand. This does adding channels to your hosting list, streaming for hours total, right? These do not do anything for your brand. These are not things to try to achieve. What you should try to achieve is being a person of value that creates messaging and or does something that actually lives in this world and stands alone as valuable. And then all that other achievement shit will come anyway. Okay? So all this like grinding for affiliate shit, grinding for partnership, it doesn't matter. If you're creating something of value, you will get those things. Stop like they're dangling a carrot in front of you and you're running ahead of it like a donkey. That's what's happening. It's a gamification program to get you to believe this is important. But no one who has ever become a successful partner, and believe me, I have interviewed dozens of top tier broadcasters on Twitch and YouTube and mainly those 2 places. None of those people are thinking about this shit. They're not looking at their dashboard and saying, "Oh, I'm 5% off from this achievement." They're just doing their stuff. They're going there and they're providing the value. They're adding it as much as they can. Okay? So, all right. Let's go over what you get as an affiliate. Let's literally just go over it because there's actually a partner versus affiliate thing somewhere that I have. Okay, here it is. And we're just going to go line by line on what getting affiliate is worth to you. Okay. So on the first category, we have all streamers. Second category, we have Twitch affiliates. And third category, we have Twitch partners. We're going to go over if any of this shit matters. First of all, sharing with bits. All streamers can't get it. Affiliates can get it. Bits don't matter. Bits are literally a thing that Twitch implemented to take a percentage of your tips that you are owed for doing none of the work. Bits are a complete meme. There is no reason why somebody can't tip you a PayPal of $10 and then you take 100% of that income minus the 2 or 3% transaction fee that PayPal has versus them taking 30% or whatever the hell it is of bits. You do not need bits enabled to be a successful broadcaster. Okay. The amount of money that even gigantic streamers make off of bits is infinitesimal. And also, as a Twitch affiliate, you're not going to be getting that many bits anyway. And I want to keep. There's a kind of a core argument that I'm going to have here that you're going to see quite a bit of time, so it's worth mentioning here. At the size where many of these things matter, you qualify for partnership and can make a serious decision based on that, instead of sitting on affiliate. The vast majority of affiliates make no meaningful income off of these systems. Partners can and sometimes do, but that's a consideration for partner, right? The requirement for partner officially is 75 to 125 CCUs. So if you can, the concurrent viewers, right? So if you can hit partner, oftentimes that's when you're going to want to make these considerations. And below that, you're not going to be making meaningful income off of Twitch. Keep in mind that Twitch requires that you make $100 before it pays you out anyway. And they do this intentionally because they can keep a lot of money from people that would not make that money. They get up to $50 and then quit, etc. It's basically free money that they keep. And it adds up to millions of dollars when you have 400,000 affiliates. Okay. So bits don't matter. Custom cheer emotes. This doesn't matter. For affiliates, our partners. Subscriptions. Okay. So all streamers can't get them. 5 unlockable sub emotes. There is very little evidence to show that sub emotes contribute to people actually subbing to channels. There is some. So in channels like Dan's Gaming, for example, where Dan has a ratio of about 60% or 30% of people that watch his broadcast do not actually watch his channel. Sorry, 30% of people who subscribe to his channel do not actually watch his channel. This is because Dan aggressively updates his emotes every month with a professional emoting artist, and they're on like theme, like there's like Halloween themes and things like that. So there are examples of emotes leading to more subs. Again, at the size you are at as an affiliate with 2 or 3 viewers or 10 viewers or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not going to equate up to meaningful income. Unlockable sub emotes are not really a benefit. They don't really matter. Subscriptions also are not really a big deal because let's say that as an affiliate, and this is like the most controversial thing that people are going to disagree on the most, but like let's say you have 10 subs, right? If you have 10 subs, you're making 10 times 2.5, right? Which is $25 a month. And am I right on that? Sorry, it's probably a little bit more. $25 a month. Yeah. If you have 20 subs, then you can equal it to 50 or whatever. And then by the time you have 30, 40, 50 subs or whatever, then you are qualified for partnership. So again, you're trading these massive, massive things, right? In exchange for $25, $50, doesn't matter, right? You're locking yourself into these massive. You're giving away all of this value for what, 10 subs? Do you really want that $25? And if you really wanted to, right, you could set up a Patreon that you could bring people to, which only takes 7% of your total, not 50%. You can set up for a tip system where people tip you instead of that, whatever, right? Like there are a million different ways to monetize this. And there are people, like, let's say that even if you get up to these numbers of like having like, I don't know, like we could do 50 subs, right? 50 subs is a lot for somebody that has like 40 viewers, but let's say it's okay, $125 a month, right? At what point does this become worth it to you? And the argument essentially is that it becomes worth it to you once you qualify for what will get you a partnership anyway. So the people that are gonna, and again, the key here is that the value of this does not equate to the value of multi-streaming. The money you are going to make by expanding your brand and increasing your growth 4x will always eclipse this up until partnership, even if you have 100 subs. Because what we're doing here is we're fundamentally underestimating the value of earned media. We are underestimating the power of restreaming on Facebook, YouTube, DLive, Twitch, and wherever the hell else you want, which is what not being an affiliate gives you. And and you could do it with a click of the button with Streamlabs. Streamlabs offers a service that I think is either free or $5 a month, where you literally click a button. It requires no extra CPU, and bam, you're restreaming to all those platforms. You connect to your accounts, you're done. You're restreaming to all those platforms. Then you plug in the chats, and you're good. You're good to go, right? And again, before anybody says, well, it's going to delete your brand, whatever, nobody cares about that. That is a marketing illusion. Like, if you say, oh, this guy from YouTube says this, right? That's not going to affect the quality of your show. Nobody's going to leave. He's like, this streamer is in 6 different chats. That streamer's not paying attention. Nobody cares about that stuff. Nobody cares about it. Okay? So the value doesn't equate to multi-streaming for subs. And I'm pausing on this sub issue because this issue matters, is going to be the most contentious issue. Now, at partnership status, and at the point where you're getting, like, let's say, like 500 subs or something like that, or maybe even like 300 subs, for example, at that point, you're making like $750 a month. 500 subs, you're making $1,250, right? These are compelling arguments to have a partnership with Twitch. And at that point, you might say, okay, I am going to make a decision to become partnered with Twitch because I think that the number of subscribers I could get as a result of doing it are going to equate to a greater value than if I build my brand by multi-streaming this way. And then maybe you circumvent that by putting videos up on YouTube or by indexing on some other platform or something like that. Cool. So I think that covers the sub issue pretty well, and we don't need to go on about that anymore. The essential takeaway here is that this value will never equal what the value you get from live streaming is, but people that are not marketers underestimate the power of multi-streaming by a massive amount. Additionally, that's it. Okay. Ads. So you don't get ads if you're you do not get ads if you're a normal streamer. You do get ads if you're a Twitch affiliate. You do get ads if you are a Twitch partner. So this is one of the actual compelling reasons to not take affiliate. This is a very, very important thing that people don't realize. Ads make viewers leave your channel. This is objectively proven, right? And you know it intuitively. I don't have to tell you it. You just know it. Okay? But one of the biggest problems right now, as of the time of this talk, one of the biggest problems on Twitch is pre-roll ads. Pre-roll ads run, and we can just do a quick poll, okay? How many of you guys that are watching this live right now, how many of you guys have gotten a pre-roll ad on a stream and then just said, screw it, I'm going to go click on another stream so I don't get this stupid ad? How many of you have done that? Take a look at chat right now. I've done it 100%. Yep. So it turns out that we could actually quantify this. It turns out that about 3 in every 10 viewers leave a stream when a pre-roll ad runs. That is a massive number of people. And for an affiliate, for a person that has 5 viewers, that is an insanely game-breaking number. So whatever growth you were getting as a result of you being in the Twitch directory, which is next to nothing, you are already getting even less than that by being able to run ads. And ads at the CPM values that they're offered at, for the number of viewers you're going to have as an affiliate, 50 viewers or 75 viewers, below 125 CCUs, is going to make you less than $10 a month. So you're trading $10 a month and 3 out of every 10 people leaving that could discover your stream in exchange for this affiliate contract, right? So ads are actually a reason not to become an affiliate. Ads are not even viable for larger Twitch partners, which is why a lot of people won't run them. One of Twitch's biggest problems right now is struggling to get people to run ads because there's just not enough incentive in it. It's just not enough of a good reason to run them. And so as a result, staying as a normal broadcaster that is not running ads, that doesn't get ads featured on their channel, is actually going to increase your growth as a broadcaster. Because 30% of the people that are coming to your channel are leaving when they see a pre-roll. So this is a reason to not be an affiliate. Okay, let's keep going. Transcoding. Transcoding, all streamers as available. So this means that as all streamers, basically your stream is locked to 1080p and people can't reduce quality options. This is less and less of a problem. It used to be a pretty significant problem like 3 or 4 years ago when not everybody had maximum broadband or whatever. It's becoming less of a problem in first and second world territories, like and like most people can manage on like 1080p or whatnot. I'm not going to deny that this is a little bit of a benefit. That once you become an affiliate, encoding is the transcoding can be somewhat important, but I think that overall it's just again not really that big of a deal, and there's not really a lot of evidence to show that like transcoding is a huge difference in, or even as actually there's no evidence to show that transcoding increases the number of viewers on your stream, so that doesn't matter. Squad streaming, okay, I don't even need to explain this one, right? That literally doesn't matter. Not even Twitch partners use this. You don't need it. Subscriber streams, see above. Absolutely no reason to run a subscriber stream. This is something that would just purposely lower your viewership and not provide any value to anybody. So nobody uses subscriber streams. Literally nobody. Squad streams, same thing. Very rarely do people use them. Sometimes they have value. This is not something that you really need. These are things that you could easily manually set up without Twitch doing them for you. Vod storage. So you can't store VODs on Twitch in the current meta anyway, because DMCA knocks out all your VODs anyway. Whether they're stored for 14 days or 60 days doesn't matter. Frankly, it's a freaking insult that they store them for 60 days for partners and not infinitely. That's actually crazy. This would be the equivalent of a platform like YouTube just deleting your videos after 60 days. I have no idea why this is a thing in the first place. 14 days is an insult. 60 days is an insult. The entire basis of this is just messed up in the first place. Especially since there's, as we've learned in previous videos, they're storing them on the back end anyway for years. And then the RIAA and other DMCA people are using them to get you even after you delete them. So Twitch deletes them publicly, but not privately. So I can't even begin to tell you how much of a meme this is. This is not a benefit whatsoever. Store your VODs on a YouTube channel where they actually have discoverability. Take the extra, I don't know what it takes me every day to upload my VODs, like a minute. I literally drag it into I literally drag it, title it, and I'm done. On my Devin Nash archives channel, it takes no time at all for me to do this. And then I don't store VODs on this on Twitch at all. And I have no DMCA problems, and I don't deal with stuff. It's absolutely silly. Stream delay doesn't matter. This can be literally implemented within OBS automatically. It takes no time at all. The fact that Twitch gives you stream delay doesn't matter. You can do this within OBS yourself with the standard broadcasting program that you're running. You can do it within Streamlabs. There are a million different ways to do this. That is one click of a button. Stream delay does not matter at all. It doesn't matter if you have stream delay and you don't get it as an affiliate anyway. Reruns and premieres, this is useless. Reruns have been shown to lower your viewership, not increase it. I don't even know what premieres are, which should give you an idea of how useless it is. So neither of these things are beneficial to you whatsoever. Reruns are something that has been shown to lower engagement and also drops you down in directory results. You can, instead of a rerun, you can literally just do like what Dan's Gaming does on Halloween, where you just run like old Dan channel. And notice he doesn't run a rerun. He just runs a VOD on top of his channel. There's no reason not to do this. Okay, payment terms. We're just going to go line by line. I'm just going to annihilate this thing gradually, bit by bit. Chargeback protection. Doesn't matter. First of all, it's only for bits. And again, let's go back to why bits are freaking useless. Bits are Twitch's way to take 30% of your income for doing literally nothing when somebody can just tip you via a PayPal link. And let's talk about PayPal for a second, because if you are a vendor on PayPal, you can protect yourself from chargebacks from tips. The key to doing that, and the mistake that many people make on Twitch, is they call their tips donations. They say that they're getting donations. Well, donations is a very specific word in legalese, and donations mean that you're running a 501c3 or a charity. You are not a charity as a Twitch streamer. The income you're making, you have to pay taxes on, including the income that people give you. It's unbelievable that I have to explain this, but I do. Okay? So the income that people give you is taxable income. They are tipping you for a service that you are providing. That service that you are providing is you running a Twitch stream. You're an entertainer. They're tipping you for that service. If you word everything that way and you explain it that way to PayPal, they will protect you as they protect any other vendor. So they will so when people are getting massive amounts of chargebacks and shit on their channel, they don't understand how to do this. They are essentially saying that they are a 501c3 and that they're a charity and that people are giving them donations, which is literally fraud. but they don't know any better. They're not doing this out of maliciousness, or at least most of them are not. But yeah, you are not a charity as a Twitch streamer. It's weird that I have to explain this, unless you are a charity. I mean, unless you were literally like Doctors Without Borders or somebody that's streaming, and then you are a 501c3, and those are donations, and you can justify that. But you're not. If you're a streamer, for the most part, 99.9% of the time, you are a person who is a for-profit entity that is existing as a vendor, and you're vending. Your way of venting, I don't even know how to say that as a verb, is providing a service to people as an entertainer. I'm an entertainer. I'm also an informant. If you tip me, you're tipping me for the service that I provide here, because I am a business. I will then report that tip to the IRS as taxable income and be taxed on it accordingly. And I'll be taxed a lot too. Okay. Payout time frame. Not applicable because you don't get paid, or 15 days or 15 days. You're not going to get paid anyway as an affiliate, so don't worry. They hold your money up to $100, and most of you are going to be making $25 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month off of this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Payout fees. Covered by affiliates, covered by Twitch. Payout fees are literally cents on the dollar and don't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Don't matter at all. Don't matter. Don't matter. Channel points. Do we need to go over this one? Okay. Channel points don't matter. There is no evidence to show that channel points have any value or increase on a stream, since they don't actually have a tangible effect outside of chat. Channel points are something that actually scale with the amount of concurrent viewership that you have. So if channel points have a if you have, like, I don't know, 1,000 viewers or 2,000 viewers, 3,000 viewers, there is evidence to show that channel points increase engagement in chat, but not that they increase watch time or any other like interesting metrics. So channel points won't do anything for you as an affiliate. Channel points are basically useless. I mean, people can put sunglasses on emotes, I guess, and that's cool. Neat. Okay, polls. Just do a straw poll. I don't know. Like this is not a benefit. It doesn't matter. Just do a straw poll. Stream team creation. I don't even know what that means. Oh, okay. That is your ability to create a basically like a team where you are in a group of other streamers and you are together. I don't know. It's useless. Stream teams have never done anything for anybody. It's always been a meme. It's actually a very old feature in Twitch and it's never been good. It's never really done anything for discovery. Collabs do. So like something like OTK, for example, which is like a One True King, like the SFan, Mizkif, Asmongold, etc. organization. That's good. That's something like that's because they're doing collabs, they're promoting each other's streams, they're hosting each other, things like that. That has real value. And so if you need to be a team to do that, then maybe that's beneficial. But you can get a bunch of affiliates together on Discord and do the same thing. This is not something that is fundamental or material to a contract. Customer service. This is the biggest one. Standard support queue, priority partner support, access to partnership team. This is the biggest meme on this entire thing. And that's really saying something because, man, are there a lot of memes on here, okay? Let me tell you something about the priority partner support queue. What that is partner help at twitch.tv, okay? Here is how that... So I have a direct contacts to Twitch because I'm lucky enough to run an agency, and I can contact them for other reasons. But I have, for fun, just tried to enter the partnership queue and see what happens. And I've also worked with a lot of partners that have to deal with that queue. The partnership queue is an email, and you will get a person back who will be like, hello, I'm Mr. Fluffy. I'm going to be the person that's addressing your issue today. Thank you for contacting us. This will be 4 weeks later after you submit your request. And you'll be like, I'm being hunted down by people who are trying to track my stream. Please help me. Oh my God. They have my dog. They said they're gonna capture him in 2 days, and then they'll be like, "Hi, I'm DJ Fluffy. It appears that you're having a problem with growing your stream. Try these 5 tips." It's just a templated email that comes like literally 4 weeks later and does nothing for you. Okay, like it's gonna take an enormous amount of time. It's not gonna do anything for you. Like it's just gonna be and they're gonna send like a little walrus or like a unicorn or something or some like happy picture, and it's just going to be like old Microsoft customer support service anyway. So standard queue is also useless. All if you are not like a 3K Andy, they don't want to talk to you anyway. So customer service is a meme. Don't be roped in by this. And as an affiliate, you get standard anyway, so it doesn't matter. Verified channel badge. Again, like this is this system of achievements that Twitch is trying to create for you that to make you feel like you're trying to go for something. You may feel like your partner badge matters. It doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. These are all these things that Twitch is trying to do to create this illusion that you are that these like metrics, like the amount of time that you stream matter, okay? And they don't matter. And now they're letting you buy it. They're letting you buy it by going to Monster Cat and by paying $5 or $10 or whatever the hell it is to instantly get affiliate. And that should give you the idea of how much that they value this service and this product. They don't care. That's not to say anything about Monster Cat Gold. Monster Cat Gold is good. And they offer a separate service. I know some of the guys over there, it seems like they do a pretty good job. And I've got no qualms against them. I'm just saying that there is literally no reason to be an affiliate because you are giving up critical things that are going to matter to you as a brand far later. Now, I have heard the argument, but Devin, couldn't I, in theory, accept the Twitch affiliate contract and then restream anyway because it's not enforced? Now, I can't encourage you to do anything that would be untoward, especially towards Twitch. That's not my style. I can't confirm or deny that that would be a good idea. I have never seen anybody actually get in trouble for that. And if they did, you could just be like, well, I didn't know about that. Really sorry, man. Like, wasn't sure that that was a thing. Damn. That's a real big problem. I'm real sorry about that. Yep, should have read that contract. Big mistake. Check in. Okay, so like maybe you make that decision, but I will caution you that signing a legal contract is a serious meme. And and they can and will enforce that contract on you. And there is a bunch of stipulations to an affiliate contract, and I encourage you to read it before signing it. If you are the type of person, an evil scoundrel type of person, the type of person I totally wouldn't be if I was an affiliate and want to restream anyway and then get a few dollars off of subs, that is your prerogative. I cannot encourage you to do so. I know everyone is an upstanding citizen listening to this talk and would not do that. Okay? Cool. So there is no reason to accept an affiliate contract. The thing you should do is you should multi-stream on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, on DLive, on Trovo, on Mixer, RIP, We Never Knew Thee, everywhere you can. And here's what's going to happen when you're on multiple platforms. You're going to notice that you're overperforming on one, and then you can index or double down on it. And it will probably, in this day and age, not be Twitch, because Twitch has no form of discovery for affiliates, besides like recommended streams and like a couple of other things that are relatively new that they're doing. It'll probably be YouTube or Facebook, and you'll start to see that you're getting a lot of viewers there. And you'll be able to make a more informed decision about your business because you will be in 4 to 5 markets instead of 1. You will also be less dependent on a single platform, and that is always good. And in this day and age, if you've seen my last talks and all the videos that I've been doing lately, and my latest video, which is why I'm losing faith in Twitch, you need to think very hard if you are going to be a serious content creator or build a brand. Actually, if you run any business at all, because this is a business industry stream, and that's our predominant focus. So even outside of Twitch, if you have all of your eggs in one proverbial basket, you need to really think about that. And I think that's a vulnerability that you cannot afford in this day and age. It's just way too easy to get deplatformed. It's way too easy for the business to fail. And I recall like people that think that that can't happen, like, just haven't lived long enough. Like, you don't remember Vine, right? You don't remember that happening, where it's happened quite a few times over the story of the internet, over MySpace or whatnot. Or and also, like, sometimes influencers or, like, payment structures change and people just, are down and out anyway. Mm. So, the argument for against the whole, like, well, I can just ignore the affiliate contract and multi-stream anyway. The problem with this is, like, giving up your likeness and brand, etc. Like, if you are a person that's gonna blow up and they choose to, like, they will, like, leverage this against you, right? Like, they will leverage this contract against you. And you need to be really cognizant of that. That's a potential vulnerability that you're putting yourself into. A question might come up, which is, how do I get out of an existing affiliate contract? Which I would encourage everyone to do. And if you listen to this talk and you believe it, that would probably be your next question. The short answer is I don't know, because I don't know the termination clause of the affiliate contract. I'm pretty sure you can just contact them and be like, "Peace, I'm out." I think it might be mutual termination. To go to Twitch support and just say, "Hey, I'm out." And there is, I'm being told that you have to message Twitch support and you have to select offboarding ticket, and then uh, they will terminate it. So that is one option. Another option is to take the advice on restreaming, especially if you're not going anywhere. And I'm just going to be completely real with you. Twitch is probably never going to enforce the multi-streaming policy for affiliates. I've seen a kind of like they will do it for partners, um, because right now Twitch is the only website within this sphere that holds people to exclusivity and enforces it, and the reason for that is because of fear, right? So if they weren't, they're afraid that people are going to grow brands elsewhere and not be locked into Twitch. And so for that reason, literally everything they do is to try to keep you on this website. As for buying affiliate status, because that's probably going to come up, I don't really care. I don't think that affiliate status matters anyway. It doesn't have any value. So it doesn't matter to me if you can buy it or not. This should just further cement how useless this is to you. If you ask me, Devin, in the current state of things, would you sign an affiliate contract? Even though I know they're not going to enforce multi-streaming, I still wouldn't. But that's because I have recognized over the course of my esports career and my talent career the importance of likeness and brand, and the importance of having that owned or licensable to other companies. I think that the importance of that cannot be understated, cannot be overstated. And I wouldn't sign an affiliate contract to that end because I would be afraid of that being leveraged against me were I to gain significant resources, or and I'd basically be bound to a contract. It makes sense to me to build a brand, try to add value in multiple places, sync my content everywhere I can. If Twitch starts to look good, then I can consider a partnership there. But it may be viable for you to just consider two partnerships on Facebook and YouTube. And you're just a dual partner on Facebook and YouTube. And plenty of people make full-time income on Facebook and YouTube. Plenty of people. One of the biggest challenges I have as a business thought leader person guy, as a marketer too, is I'm constantly trying to dissuade people from doing things because everyone else is doing it and because it seems cool. It feels like the right decision to be a Twitch person right now because everyone seems to be doing it. And because the societal consensus is that Twitch streaming is the coolest thing. But most of the people that became successful on Twitch did it in 2012 to 2014 when Twitch was not the cool thing to do. And now that it's the cool thing to do, it's increasingly unrealistic. And if there's one thing I have to say about that, it's this. Societal consensus does not often follow empirical evidence. What I mean by that is that just because something is accepted as a truth among a majority doesn't necessarily reflect in the actual data. For example, nobody thinks that LinkedIn is a good place to create content right now, but it's objectively an amazing place to create content right now. We've done several talks about why, right? everybody thinks that Twitch is the place to create content right now, but YouTube is a way better place in terms of discoverability and every other metric, monetization, literally everything. We've also done a lot of talks about that. So the societal consensus is XYZ, and then the actual empirical evidence points to something different. You have to be willing to separate from the pack, because if you want to be an anomaly, you need to act like one. This is one of the most important things about success in any industry, and it applies to business over every single spectrum. If you want to be an anomaly, you have to act like one. If you act like everyone else, you're going to be everyone else. Everyone right now is grinding for affiliate. Everybody is grinding for Twitch partnership. Everybody's grinding for those extra viewers. They're putting in the hours on their stream, and they're just thinking, okay, I'm at 5 viewers, I'm at 10 viewers, I'm on my way to 15. One day I'll get there. But you're not working smart. You're not thinking about building a brand holistically. You're not thinking about how your content lives. You're not thinking about adding value. You're not thinking about why someone would come to your broadcast versus just you playing a game and what competitive advantage you offer. What you're doing is you're doing the basics. You're going through the motions, wasting time, convincing yourself that you're being productive, and you're not going to get any results from that. I say that not out of like spite or like malevolence or anything. I say it because I want to impress upon you the awakening moment, the Japanese call it Satori, of this profound realization that if you are going to go anywhere in your life, you need to be value focused. You need to be thinking about how you can actually create and impact real value in a way that it lives in our culture and goes forward. And that the more you start thinking about that, and the less you start, and the more you stop thinking about Twitch achievements, that's where you're going to actually start to find the success that you've been looking for all this time. Okay? If you want to be an anomaly, you got to act like one. Thanks. Hopefully this talk was useful. If you're watching this on YouTube, please toss it a subscription. As of this talk, we are trying to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we are nearing that number. I'm trying to get it by the end of the year, and I've got about 45 days, 43 days to do it, so help me out with that. And if you watch this live, thanks for watching it live, because you are awesome for being here as well. I very much appreciate it, and I hope that this built a significant case for why you should never be an affiliate. And I hope it helped you in general, regardless. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Cool. So how was that, guys? Was it good? Can we not watch your current VOD from this stream? No. This will be posted to YouTube maybe today. I'm actually going to go do the VOD meme right now. There's already some thumbnails. This thumbnail's pretty good. Shit, dude. That's a pretty damn good thumbnail. I think that might be a little bit going, that's going pretty hard. That's a Captain Turtle thumbnail. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, we can answer some if there's still questions after that, you can go ahead and ask them. How do I learn and get better at deductive reasoning and case analysis, similar to what you did here? I don't know. That's not a thing that I know. Great video. I like the ending because overall the video doesn't say affiliate bad. It says you're what helps you, not a title. Yeah. Should people getting paid monthly $100 plus as an affiliate just stick it out and work for a partner? I can't answer that question for you. That's something that you have to answer for yourself based on the information I gave you. That's an individual decision that you have to make. What's the anti-life equation? I wish I knew, then I could get the fuck out of here, man. Would you advise smaller streamers less than 10 viewers cancel their affiliate status? Again, I can't tell you what to do. And I do not want to encourage you to listen to me to tell you what to do. What you should do is listen to the information that I have given you and make your own decision based on the information you now have. Anyone that tells you what to do is a demagogue, and they're trying to get you to do something. They're trying to sell you something. They're trying to make something happen. You need to make the decision for yourself. So once the video comes up, listen to it, take notes, ask any questions you want about how it works. I will answer them if I can, but I cannot tell you how to think. Lots of people, you can find a lot of people on this platform that will tell you how to think. That's not what I do. I don't want to sell you shit. I don't want anything from you. What's a must-watch YouTube video of yours on streaming strategy? The best video I have is exactly how to grow a Twitch stream from 0 to 100 viewers. It concerns exactly how to grow a Twitch stream from 0 to 100 viewers. I'm not sure if this is a dumb take, but is there something stopping people from taking affiliate on an alt in case people were to drop primes? Focus on multi-streaming. Diluting your brand is a super, super bad idea, always. Like having 2 Instagrams or 2 YouTubes or whatever, unless you're massive, unless you're Pokimane, then it's a good idea. But like for everyone in this chat, it's a bad idea. Unless Pokimane's in this chat. And what's up, Poki? I haven't talked to you in a while. You should hit me up. Can Twitch partners do unlisted live streams on YouTube? Yeah, sure. As long as they are not simultaneously streaming that content to Twitch. What other platforms would you recommend other than LinkedIn? For content creators, the short answer is it depends. So basically, you're the guru. I'm whatever you want me to be, dude. On the particular subject of digital media and business, I'm one of the best people in the industry at it right now. There are others. I'm whatever you decide I be. To some, I am a hack. To some, I am the biz whiz. It's up to you. Names are things that other people give you. Okay, so we're going to do a new meme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pause this recording, which shouldn't stop the stream.